Are you guys ready to learn how to use Alolan Marowak and get a chance to enter in a giveaway? Let's jump right in. Okay guys, now I said before that this is an Alolan Marowak guide, but it's also a giveaway. So, I will be giving away 2 Alolan Marowaks, which will be using the set that I build right now. Now, I have this set written down in this book over here because I also have some calcs to talk about, and I'm very professional. But, in order to enter for this giveaway, all that you guys need to do is to leave a comment in the comment section down below, rather. And you guys just need to tell me what your favorite Generation 7 Pokemon is. That's all you gotta do. 2 lucky winners will be selected, and I will be ending the giveaway on Saturday, which is the 21st of January 2017. However, they will not be announced until the following Wednesday when I do another guide/giveaway. The winners will be in this little area up here. I will have their names. So make sure you stay tuned. But now let's build this Alolan Marowak. So, Alolan Marowak is a fire ghost type Pokemon, meaning already it's got a very solid typing. Now, Alolan Marowak's weaknesses are dark, rock, ground, water, and ghost. It's only got 5. It resists quite a few types though as well. It resists grass, it's immune to fighting in normal, and it can get a 3rd immunity if you're running... Goodness. And it can get a 3rd immunity if you're running Lightning Rod. Now, its abilities are Cursed Body, which gives a 30% chance to disable on hit, whatever move hit you. Lightning Rod, Electric Immunity, and it raises your special attack by 1. And then Rock Head, which is negates recoil damage. So Lightning Rod is always what I like running, and that is what's going to be on this. Now, items, there is no item other than Thick Club, because Thick Club is just phenomenal. It is huge power in an item. So there's no item that even compares. Now, Alolan Marowak's pretty slow but relatively bulky. So before anything else, we're going to make this thing adamant because we want this thing hitting like a truck. So obviously we're going to give it 52. I know it's going to be actually 31, guys, don't worry. I'm going to give it 52 though. Either way, this thing hits like a truck. So, move set. We're going to give it Shadow Bone. We're going to give it Flare Blitz, and I'll explain these in a second because I also have some calcs that I want to talk to you about. Now, they're not perfect by any means. I'm not going to show them on screen, but I want you guys to just food for thought. Earthquake, and this is obviously for Pokebank that the food for thought is for. Now, the last move here is actually very, I want to say, situational, but we're going to put Thunder Punch as it, and there's a reason for that. So, boop, we're going to give this 248. And then the last, oh, I'm sorry guys, we're trying to get 248 there. Is there 8. Now this is the set that I like running. It covers a lot of the meta. So, if I look at my book here, now again, it's very bulky. It's good, a great support move pool actually. If you look at what its support moves are, this thing gets Stealth Rocks. This thing gets Will-O-Wisp. It gets, well, obviously it gets Substitute and Swords Dance and all that for setup, but it gets some other good supporting moves too. It can set up Sunny Day. You can smack down a flying opponent. You can lower their speed with something like Rock Tomb. Icy Wind if you want to lower their speed. It gets very unique moves for its typing because it's in a Alolan form. So, are they the best? No, but they're definitely good and they're definitely useful. Like even Perish Song. Heck, guys. Hex. Hello? So, either way, it's got that. It's got 3 immunities, which is always good. Now, it's got a great offensive move pool. It has Thick Club. Very viable abilities in that, you know, you can really, if you don't anticipate, and this is for Draft League when I'm saying this, if you don't anticipate an electric type coming or an electric move, you can just go Rock Head and negate the Flare Blitz. It has many resists, not all of them I'm going to talk about, but, you know, obviously Grass, and many others. It's very slow. And that's one of the main downsides. 45 speed means that without any investment, you are at 126. You're getting outsped by a lot of the meta. And it's very susceptible to losing its item, so knockoff. It's not only weak to knockoff, but losing that thick club is huge. And this is for both league play and ladder. So that's huge. You got to be very careful with that you don't get yourself into a very bad situation. Now, I want to talk about some things in the meta right now, and this is mainly for ladder, but just think about it for league play too. Now, league play, it's a little easier to counter this thing with these Pokemon, but Celestelia doesn't really hit it. Pheromosa can't really touch it. Tapu Koko doesn't really do much. Mega Charizard X doesn't do much. Heatran, the best Heatran's gonna do is a Dark Pulse to you, and it does not OHKO you unless it's Spexed. So, Buzzwole doesn't touch you. Xurkitree, the best it does is a Hidden Power Ghost or a Hidden Power Dark. Doesn't OHKO you, and you OHKO it in return with Earthquake. Now, I choose Earthquake over Bonemerang because the difference is 0.8%, so 1% for a 10 accuracy drop. Not worth it. Now, there is the argument that, yeah, well, you could crit on both, but it's not worth the risk unless you're actively trying to break substitutes or something, and that's more for league play than ladder. So this is obviously a guide for both. Now, a couple others that I have written down here are OU Mega Alakazam. Now, just think for a second. OU Mega Alakazam doesn't always run Shadow Ball. If it does, you're done. But it doesn't always, because this isn't what OU Mega Alakazam is generally trying to counter. It's going to run your Psy Strikes, your Electric type moves. It's going to run those to try and counter the Ultra Beasts, not Alolan Marowak. So yes, OU Mega Alakazam can kill you with a Shadow Ball, but I would say there's a good chance they're not going to bring it from what I've seen on the ladder. Another one to talk about is Tapu Lele. Now, if Tapu Lele brings Shadow Ball, you're done. But the most common Tapu Lele set I have personally seen on the ladder is something like Calm Mind, Psyshock, Moonblast, HP Fire. And this is for Pokebank, and HP Fire is to deal with those Steel Grass types. Now, if you're going without your Calm Mind, you will generally see Shadow Ball, but even then, it's not seen too often because that's not what Tapu Lele is there to try and kill. Now, I'm not setting this Pokemon up to be the end-all be-all. In ladder play, things like Landorus Therian just destroy this thing. You don't touch a Landorus Therian because it's going to intimidate you and then just kill you. Another Pokemon like that is Zygarde. Your best you're doing is maybe 30% and then it OHKOs you. Another one is actually Greninja. Greninja just kills you outright. And Manaphy. Now, Manaphy does not kill you outright. Be aware of that. However, Manaphy you don't kill outright either, and that is the biggest issue, is that with a Thunder Punch, the best you're doing is close to 90%. Now, if you're hitting that Manaphy after it has come in on rocks, you're golden. But chances are that Manaphy in ladder play is just gonna kill you. Now, Manaphy isn't super seen on the ladder, but still. Talking more about league play now, this thing serves as a very effective Tier 3, Tier 2-esque hard-hitting fire type. Now, obviously GBA does not have its tiers out yet, and I'm using custom tiers that I've used in the IDL, but these tiers are very similar to other big leagues like the UBC, like the PMU Gold. So just be aware of that. The doc for that is going to be in the description down below if you want to see how I'm analyzing these things for tiering. But Alolan Marowak, very solid in those tiers. It's a very good pick in Tier 3, and it's an okay pick in Tier 2. Now, what you really want to be doing with this Pokemon in both ladder and league is getting 2 to 3 solid kills. Now, this is the type of Pokemon that with Flare Blitz, you should be OHKOing the majority of Pokemon that come in. Like I've said, there are Pokemon that you just don't kill, like the Landorus's, like Manaphy, like Zygarde, like Greninja. But you look out for those. In Ladder, it's a little bit easier to look out for them because you know what your opponent has access to. Or rather, in League, you have that. Sorry, in Ladder, it's kind of all over the place. But you still have options. Now, this thing isn't the kind of Pokemon you're going to set up to sweep a whole team. In VGC, I've heard it can go with, like, Belly Drum against a Comfey. Let me find that, because apparently this thing gets Belly Drum. It does. So you can set up, like, a Belly Drum with a Comfey and Trick Room sets and then destroy. But we're not talking about VGC. I don't have VGC experience. I'm talking about Ladder and League. Overall, this thing, very solid. This thing I expect to be just one of those Pokemon that goes overlooked, and then people start realizing, hey, this thing actually has some power to it, and they probably start moving it up in both League, and maybe it stays OU, maybe UU, BL in like Smogon type of play. But what do you guys think of this Pokemon? Where would you place it on Smogon ranks? And how would you draft this thing? Would you take it turn 1? Would you take it turn 2? When do you see this Pokemon going for your personal preference? Again, make sure you leave a comment in the comment section down below to let me know that you want to enter the giveaway, and I will announce those winners next Wednesday, guys. I've been Vampire218, and I will see you guys next time.